Hello and welcome to Colred Plays Raid Shadow Legends. I am Colred. Thank you for joining me. So I am back. I'm not 100% yet, but I'm feeling about 80-85%, and that means I've got enough energy, time, and focus to start digging into my HH free-to-play challenge account. Now, YST has been holding down the fort, and I apologize to all of the guys on the Shadowverse team. I just haven't been able to entirely keep pace with what I would like to be able to do here. So the good news is I'm ready. I've got resources saved. I've got plans laid. I've got opportunities ahead of me. And in today's video, we are going to start taking on this challenge for real. We've only got a few days left until the end of the month. I think we got about a week. And so we need to get ourselves into better position. We're going to get some points today. That is the goal of this video. And I hope you're ready to come along for the ride. So if you're excited for it, I'm excited for it. Let's get started. Just a quick reminder to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and consider joining our Discord community. Also, don't forget that I live stream 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and you can find that schedule on the About section of my main YouTube page. All right, with that handled, let's get to the video. So here we are on hellhades.com. You can see this is the team page. This is really the only page I care about. All of the other like first level 60s, campaign, clan boss, all that stuff, I don't really care. I want to represent the team. Team YST. YST is our captain. That's our name. Our actual name is Team Shadowverse. That's what we're calling ourselves, and we're enjoying that. So if you refer to us as Team YST or Shadowverse, either one, we're going to be happy. Now, you can see we are sitting here in 7th place out of 8 teams. We're not super far behind, but we have been falling. We were holding 5th place for a while, and I think part of that has just been some inactivity on a couple of members, me included. So if we look here, you can click on the viewpoints and you see I'm actually sitting in 4th out of 6th position, but I'm a good 600 points, 650 points almost behind YST. And, I feel like I've been doing okay for having had COVID for 3 weeks. Like, I feel like this is a respectable sickness contribution. However, I can do better. I know I can do better. You know I can do better. And that's the goal of today's video. We're going to be doing better. Now, I did start the day off actually at 1092, so I've already picked up 14 points today, and the goal is to pick up, I don't know, maybe we can pick up a couple of 100 points today. Maybe we can get up into 3rd place or even start pushing Notorious there at 1,500 points. We're going to make some gains today. I guarantee that. All right, so with that, aside, by the way, this only updates every 15 minutes, so I don't know how many times we're going to be able to check it during the making of this video, but we'll check it at the end and see where we stand. Okay, so with that aside, I'm going to unveil my plans a little bit slowly. You got to stick around to see what's going to happen. There's going to be so much happening in today's video. But the very first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be 6-starring my Athel. This will be my second 6-star. I made a huge mistake, an absolutely huge mistake by leveling Rathalos to 60 first. This has slowed down my progress significantly. He is not a great campaign farmer. He has the wrong affinity for 12-3 brutal. He needs support to really get the most out of his kit. I don't have books for him. There are all sorts of reasons why I should have stuck with the traditional path of leveling up my starter champion. But I'm going to correct that mistake today. I'm going to get Athel 6-star. That's the very first thing we're going to do. And then we're going to go take her for a spin. And we're going to get some gains everywhere. That's guaranteed. We're going to be making gains today everywhere we can. Okay, now one thing you may be thinking is, all right, Colred, you're going to get Athel to 6 stars, but then you have to level her to 60. So how are you going to make gains today? That's not really going to be super helpful. It's going to take thousands of energy. You're going to have to run through, campaign or something. I don't have to do any of that. In fact, because I have saved my barrel. I leveled up Rathalos the old-fashioned way. So I have a barrel, so as soon as we have a 6-star Athel, we're going to have a 6-star Ascended Athel, and we're going to have her at level 60. Now, there is one caveat here, which is a little bit unfortunate, is that I have not yet been lucky enough to get a Sacred Order banner. Any banner would be good to just get in that spot once we've got her unlocked, but we'll have to get into Spider at some point. Hopefully, I think we've unlocked Spider 10, but hopefully with Athel at 6 stars, that will run a lot faster and more smoothly, because I don't think it's 100%. It's probably about like an 80% success rate. But we'll get that to 100% success rate. Maybe we'll trim off 30 seconds or a minute off of the time, and that'll let us farm a banner later today. So we'll be doing that. Oh, and by the way, I've been saving energy. I've got my 295 energy from CVC. I've got a bunch of energy pots. I don't even know if I'm going to break into them. I have the clan energy available here in the clan shop. So there's 1,000 energy right there I could go after. I do, in fact, have exactly 1,000 coins. Oh, you can see the energies right there. There's 10 stacks of 100. So I've got a ton of energy available to me, and I'm going to be going after it hard today. So we'll probably have to give you an update over the weekend as well, because I don't know if I'm going to get all of the resources done, all of the, I'm not going to burn through all of the energy right now. We'll have to see how long that takes. But we're going to do Clan Boss. We're going to get into Doom Tower. We're going to do all sorts of things today. It's going to be fun. Okay, now, just so you know, my plan is to save shards. I am saving shards. That's the way we're going. I'm going to try for the fusion next month. I think that's the plan. I liked that idea. We'll have to see. And by the way, if it doesn't work out, that's okay, because I'm going to be using these shards in good ways. I think as a free-to-play player, a long-time dedicated free-to-play player, one of the biggest values that you can do, like one of the biggest practices you can do to increase value on your account, is save shards for opportune moments. I YOLO'd the first 25 or so ancients. I waited on my void shards for a 2x event, so I pulled my void shards during a 2x event, which you always should. And I don't care about the 2x sacred because I can't use legendaries on this account. So that sacred right there provides me no value during a 2x sacred event. And I have to level my other champions already. Pulling more champions isn't really going to help my squad out right now. I mean, maybe if I pulled like an absolute god tier epic like Geo or something, maybe that's the opportunity cost that I'm trading away. But I think I'm going to make up value in month 2 and month 3 with the saving technique, especially if I can actually pull off a fusion. Then I'm going to have access to a legendary that very few of these players are going to have access to. I think a few players will go for the fusion, but I think the vast majority of the challenge players are not going to be able to complete the fusion, and I got a pretty good chance of doing it. So, all right, let's go and get Athel 6-starred. Now, we have to convert a lot of the chickens. So you can see how many 20s I have here. So we're going to start converting those chickens right now. You can see I do level up on this account and on most of my accounts. I do level up commons to 2 stars to get them to be my 2-star chickens, because otherwise you run out of your mystery shards too quickly, and I want to start saving mystery shards. So I will also use other uncommons, and I will use some mystery shards just because I have to, but I try to save some mystery shards by leveling up my common champion. All right, so I think we got one more here. And there's no champion chase or there's no champion training going on right now. There's no CVC. I'm not getting any extra double dip here, which is unfortunate, but that's just because I've been sick and CVC just ended and I didn't complete the champion training, which was really disappointing because I could have used that legendary tome. Now I do have a 5-star chicken. I do actually have a 5-star chicken, but I'm going to try to hold on to that. I had the champions that I could turn into chickens. And so it'll be nice. Maybe it could speed up the next 6-star chicken a little bit. All right, so here we're going to use just the champion chickens. We're going to hold on to the actual chicken. Doesn't take up a spot in our roster, right? Doesn't take up a spot in our vault. So it's just better to get rid of the other champions. And let's go ahead and 6-star Athel right now. Boom, that feels so good. She does lose a little bit of power there, right? But you can see, all right, just check this out. So let's track this. So she started at level 50. She had 9840 HP. She had 834 attack and 680 defense. I've always been just kind of curious about her progression from level 50 to level 60. I want to see the difference, right? So let's go ahead and ascend her. 6-star ascension. That's beautiful. And then we're going to go ahead and I think she has all her books, right? She doesn't have any. Yeah, she doesn't need any book. And then let's go ahead and upgrade her right to 60. I love barrels. They're nice. All right. And so we end up at 13,545 HP, 1,189 attack, and 936 defense. So we've actually picked up about 50%, not quite 50%. It looks like not quite 50% in terms of attack. We went from 834 to 1130, but yeah, roughly about 40%, maybe 40%. So we picked up 40% HP, attack, and defense. That's going to make her a lot stronger. That's awesome. And then this is the creme de la creme, right? We go to the masteries and we go ahead and we pick up her Giant Slayer. Now I am going to go for Giant Slayer because her triple hitter on her A1. And in general, I actually turn off her A2 and 3 in Clan Boss because she's my weekend champion and I need that weekend to land. So we're going to go ahead and take Giant Slayer this time around. I've done both on Athel. I've done both Giant Slayer and War Master. They both work fine, but we're going to go for Giant Slayer this time around. Okay, so the first place to take her, absolutely the first place to take our new 6-star champion is we are going to take her into Clan Boss. Now, earlier today, I did a normal run of Clan Boss. I did an auto battle, and you can see right here, 3.78 million, which is barely a 1 key. It feels like on 2 affinities, I clear it by quite a bit. I get about a 5 million or even 6 million I've seen on a 1 key on normal. And then I've gotten as low as like a 3.4, which is not a 1 key on normal because that's at 3.7. So yeah, I just cleared it today. Now, my hard mode results have been under 3 million. They've been roughly 2.4 to 2.7 million on hard mode. So we're going to get in here and we're going to do this right now. And like I said, we've been pulling down 2.4 to about 2.7 million in terms of our damage here. Now, the affinity does matter. Obviously, this is going to be a good affinity for this team. So let's just get the opening, get the HP burn out there. We want the decreased defense if we can get it. Yep, that's good. We want the weaken. That's great. We'll use here. We'll try to get a poison. No poison there. Now we'll get the heals and shields going. And then I think we can just auto it from here. Okay, so this way, War Maiden's drop defense will hopefully cycle with Rathalos's on different turns, and we'll have more uptime on the drop defense. There is just an amount of RNG here. Rathalos is a 50% chance of landing his decreased defense. War Maiden is not fully booked. I think she's only got like 2 books in her, and so her chance right now I think is 85% chance of drop defense, something like that. Because I think it starts at 75 and you have to book it to 100, and she is not fully booked. So, but I'm hoping for at least 3.5 to 4 million. That's what I would like to see. I think that's a reasonable improvement here because Rathalos on the 2.2 or 2.4 million or whatever it was, Rathalos was doing like $1.5 million, right? So now that we've got Athel up at 6 stars, first of all, we're going to get her Giant Slayer procs. Second of all, she's going to be more survivable. Third of all, she's going to hit harder when she does hit. So she'll be producing a lot more damage. And my hope is that, we can maybe we can even get over 4 million. That would be really nice. We're at 2 million right now on turn 7. And we probably have, I don't know, maybe 4 turns, maybe 5 turns before the team folds. And then the rest of the way is just going to be Athel and Rathalos. Melga usually survives a little bit, but she is weak affinity on this boss. And she's being the stun target. So that's going to be a little bit rough because then she gets around to her cooldowns, her survivability cooldowns, her heal and her shield less frequently. So that's going to weaken the team overall. We got another HP burnout. We got a revive up. But Melga's going to die on this hit. There she goes. Everybody went. So now it's just the 2 big champions. But we're already at 3.5 million. So we should clear 4. We should clear 4 million. Can we get to 5? That's the question. Probably not. They are both in lifesteal gear. But the question is simply how long will they survive and will they land their debuffs? So if we have a weaken and decreased defense up the whole time, we've got an opportunity to do some damage. Oh, I forgot to turn off Athel's. I forgot to turn off Athel's other abilities. but that's okay. So Athel's down. We're closing in on 5 million. He is strong affinity. There's the 5 million right there. That's beautiful. Oh man. Just a pure, we just purely doubled. We just went from like 2.4 to 2.7 up to 5 million in one key. That is, that's such a good chunk of progress. I love it. I love it. And that's great because one of the things about hard mode is that I wasn't doing enough damage to get even a one key on the lowest chest. You can see that the requirement here is 2.912 million. And I wasn't clearing that on one key. So I was putting in 2 keys just to get the bottom chest. Now I can get, I've got an outside chance. Once I get Apothecary going today, I got an outside chance to 2 key the top chest here, as opposed to 2 key the bottom chest. But I will definitely, at the very least, get the night chest. We know we're going to be able to get 10 million here. So the night chest is now available to us. That's progress. That's major progress. I'm pumped. I'm psyched. All right, great. Now, let's see where else we can make some progress. Let's get into arena just a little bit to show it off. I don't think we're going to make a ton of progress here in arena, but we will make a little bit of progress. I've been surfing in silver 4 for the most part. I can get up into gold 1 periodically. I usually win 1 or 2 battles there and then end up getting knocked back down. So right now I'm farming silver medals and that feels pretty good to me. That's a pretty good page. So I'll show you my team. It's not tuned as I would like it, and I think getting Athel her banner will help me tune it again. So the way this is working right now is Mordecai is my fastest champion. He gives an increased attack and he puts out an HP burn on that increased attack. So if he is the fastest champion on the board, that's usually pretty good. All right, so this is what we do. Do HP burn, everybody gets hit with the HP burn. Now Rathalos does his AoE and his passive is going to let him do 50% more damage. So he might nuke most of this team out. And he did. And then we got a little bit unlucky there with that very strong counterattack. We're going to see if Rathalos can carry this the rest of the way. All right, so he does. Oof. That was close. That was close. But so the issue is that it should be Athel going before Rathalos. That's probably what we want. We want Athel to soften up the targets for Rathalos and then Rathalos nuke him down. Now, it's not a huge deal, right? Like, if they go back to back in either direction, it's fine. It's fine. The problem is the 4th champion, whether it's War Maiden or if it's Melga, they're too slow. So I can't get a drop defense before my nukers go. What I would like to have happen is I would like Mordecai to go first into War Maiden's drop defense. So when War Maiden hits, she actually has the increased attack on her, right? That would be the optimal scenario. So if we have a situation where it's like, if I can speed up Mordecai a little bit and then get War Maiden in between Mordecai and the nukers, right? That would be increased attack for War Maiden. War Maiden would now get the drop defense. Then we would have the double nuke. We would have nuke 1 into nuke 2. Right? So that would be the ultimate goal here. The other option, which, potentially I could work on, is the Apothecary. So don't worry about the drop defense. Just get Apothecary really fast, and that means that I'm less likely to get disconnected. And I'm going to have turn meter fill, and I'm going to win more speed races. So that is the other option, and I like that option. That's pretty good. Let's check out this. This team is, no, that team's too hard. I'm not going to take on that team. Yeah, I try to avoid most monkey teams. Wukong is a very tricky champion to handle with the team that I've got. And then speed leads can be going faster than me. So this one might not be faster than me, but it could easily be faster than me. It wasn't. So then I probably have a good shot of winning this. Depends if we can kill the Gorgrab. There we go. Gorgrab died. Okay. Same thing with this one here with Deacon. Let's try that out. If Deacon's faster, then I lose. Deacon's going to be faster than my nukers, though. Yeah. Oh, just enough. But we don't have the increased attack based, the HP burn got cleansed. So that's okay. All right. So I don't think we're going to make a ton of gains in arena, but our success rate should go up. Like, our win rate should go up. Our win rate hasn't been awful. I'll show you real quickly in the Great Hall. Great Hall development's going okay. You know, our win rate is 79%, but I think it's going to climb up to like maybe 85 to 90% now that we've got Athel at 6 stars. And then once I get my Apothecary going and my War Maiden fully booked and built, that should improve as well. Just to show you, War Maiden, I think, has like half her book. No, she only has half her books here. So she's actually still at the 75% chance. So we need a lot of copies of War Maiden, or we need to spend some rare tomes, which we will. The decreased defense is important. All right, now let's get into some dungeons. This will be fun. All right, so let's see where the dungeons stand right now. Now, I think the most important dungeon is going to be Spider. So I have unlocked stage 10 of Spider. You can see the time. The best time is 1 minute 45 and 35 turns. So let's go ahead and farm this, because this is probably the stage that we're going to farm. So I'm just going to keep the same team so we don't mess it up. I don't know if this was the best, fastest team, but it could have been. We've got Rathalos in the lead here for the aura, the extra attack damage. So both Rathalos and Athel should be hitting very hard. The HP burn from Mordecai isn't quite playing yet. Mordecai's way over there. It's not really playing that much yet. It's just helping Rathalos do more damage. It's not actually ticking all that often because you put it out there and then Rathalos nukes and all the spiders die. So you don't get the value out of the HP burn yet. But we could mess around with the turn order as we scale up. So, you know, at stage 10, basically you're just nuking the boss. You don't really need the HP burns. They're not as powerful here as they will be like once you get to stage 16, 17 and up. That's when they really start to kick in. So for right now, the increased attack and the activation of Rathalos' passive is the value that Mordecai's bringing. He's also got some turn meter control, you can see right there, so that's not a bad thing. It's our only turn meter control. Athel has some turn meter control on her A1 because of the mastery, but otherwise, that's it. Evil Eye or whatever it's called. So a little bit faster. So we trimmed off about 10 seconds and what, like 5 turns, something like that. There is a 5-star ring, Demon Spawn ring. It's a good ring. Attack percentage, defense percentage. That's not a bad ring. I don't have a Demon Spawn champion currently. I'm not really running anybody, but if I end up running Petrifia, that could go on her. That'll be her ring. Okay, so let's look at Dragon. Dragon is at stage 11. We want to be able to push this up to stage 13 at least, so we can unlock 6-star gear. That would be huge. Let's see if we can get to stage 13 today. That would be nice. I don't think Athel's in the lead here. I think we should put Rathalos back in the lead. And we've got Hyria instead of War Maiden, which is fine. I think that's fine. She brings an ally attack and some poisons. I don't even know if she's going to survive to the boss, to be honest. We'll have to see. Apothecary is going to go in here as well. So Apothecary will definitely help me speed up and get more turns to the waves turns and the boss's turns. Help me burn through that purple bar a little bit better. So even though we're going to get gains right now off of Athel, I think we'll get more gains like tomorrow based on Apothecary. We'll get him to 5 stars. In fact, I might skip over Melga to get Apothecary to 5 stars. I'm not really sure. I think one of those 2 champions is the next 5-star. I mean, Mordecai, we'll see. We'll see what the gear looks like. I'll make the decision based on the gear. That was a nice hit. That was a big hit from Rathalos. Now, I haven't tried to push this in a while, so it's possible that I could have pushed this already, even with Athel at 50. But it's been a while since I've tried to push. It's been a while since I've done anything on this account, really. I've just been trying to keep my head above water. But that was easy. That was a minute 4. Minute 4, 43 turns, no problem. Now, stage 14 is going to be the tricky one, right? Because now Athel is weak affinity. The good news is Melga and Hyria are strong affinity. So Athel is going to be a bit of the tank. Like she's going to take the attention of any wave champions who go. She's going to be the target of the boss. And she's probably my tankiest champion. Not even probably. She is absolutely my tankiest champion. She is tankier than Rathalos. And so I guess it's kind of good. I think we should be able to get through this. Now, the downside is she's going to do a lot less damage. She's just doing naturally less damage because she's weak affinity. And then she's also potentially weak hitting. So she won't land her weaken as often, you know, and obviously you do less damage on that. So we'll see if we can get through this wave here. That's important. So we can't get... Ooh, this is not good. The question is, can we survive long enough for Melga's revive to come back around? We might be able to. And then the question is, even if we do revive, does everybody just die instantaneously? Now, Melga has to survive long enough. So we're going to get stunned here. She does have she has an immortal set. Just one immortal set. So she's got a little bit of sustain. I do want this to be on auto. I don't want to have to manual this. There's the revive. But are they just going to die? No, they didn't, because it was perfect timing. If Hyria has her ally attack, that could really help. She doesn't. All right, so they're going to die again, probably. Yep. Hyria didn't, surprisingly. Rathalos might be able to solo this boss, though. He might be strong enough, even if he gets stunned. You know, we don't have the HP burn out here to help him. So he's just going to have to whittle this away. But once we get past this affinity, it may get easier again. So, like, this may be the bottleneck, and we may be able to get the next 2 or 3 stages completed. This is going to be close. He needs to proc his War Master to fully heal up. It's close. Oh, no. Come on, come on. Stay alive, stay alive. He did it. Whoa, that was close. Hey, have some speed substats. Yes, that's nice. Even though it's 4 stars, that's nice. I don't have many speed substats. I haven't had any great luck with gear. So any help there is appreciated. All right, and we also got the challenge here for stage 13. So now Rathalos is weak affinity, right? So this is a little bit problematic here, but Athel is strong affinity. So we'll see if we can get to the boss with everybody alive. That's really the goal. If you can get to the boss with everybody alive, then I think we can kill the boss. If we have to rely on Athel soloing it the way Rathalos just did the previous boss, that could be a little bit tricky. This boss is, I think, 10 levels higher than the previous boss. So we do have to temper our expectations. All right. I'm excited, though. I'm excited to see if we can do this. This would be exciting if we could just, if we can pull this one off, we can maybe even get the next one, because the next one would be Magic Affinity, I think. It's either Magic or Void. And Magic Affinity we should do well into. All right, so our 2 damage dealers. Of course, you're hitting the one champion that's got to block damage up, Athel. That's not good. Hit a champion that you can actually damage. Thank you. This doesn't look good. If Athel dies here, this does not look good. No, and of course she hit a champion that she doesn't get any lifesteal off of. Okay. So this isn't going to work. There's no way Rathalos kills the boss when he's weak affinity to the boss. But so we've picked up to stage 14 here, and we could farm stage 14. I guess we could. I'd like to farm stage 15. That would be better. But we'll find a way to make it work. Once we get our apothecary going, I think we'll be absolutely fine, because then we'll get more rounds, and plus he provides sustain. He provides healing. So he's going to be better than like Hyria in that spot. Hyria is pretty much a throwaway in that spot, I think. So that was good there. We made some gains in Spider's Den. We made some gains in Dragon's Lair. Oh, I want to get into Doom Tower. So I've had struggle. I haven't even gotten to floor 10 yet. And this has prevented me from being able to complete my advanced quests, which I just think is bad quest design. Like forcing me to get into Doom Tower, right? Like using silver keys in Doom Tower requires you to clear the first boss, and I can't even get to the first boss. And you get your advanced quests at like level 35 or something, or 30. So I just think this is bad design. I have missed out every day on my advanced quest because of that one quest. I can clear all the others and I can't do Doom Tower. So in today's, progress, we're going for this clear. This is incredibly important for us. So if we can at least get to the first boss, I think we can kill the first boss. And then we can complete our advanced quests every day, and that's another free energy refill. It's a free energy refill every day. Plus, it's an additional 2 quests in terms of progressing along the advanced quest line. And I'd like to get the epic tome and the legendary tomes from that, progression. All right, this is a lot of damage, and we're not doing particularly well with it. We do have Melga here. I might have to manual some of these floors. Okay, so let's see. Who do we need to hit here? I think we need to hit, this guy's the reviver, right? Yeah, I might have to manual from the get-go. Okay, so I'm gonna have to manual from the start. Let's try this again. All right, so we do want to open like this. We need to kill off these guys. Am I fast enough to come back around? I am. Okay. Let's use the turn meter instead. That way we know that Athel will go. That's not a huge deal. Okay. That's a pretty good opening. That's a pretty good opening. Let's see if we can get to these Trundas. Now we can use the extra turn to get back around to our nuke, which is good. And we activated some counterattacks, which is not as good. Ouch. This is going to be bad. All right. So now we got to use the revive here. And we're just going to get wrecked. Yeah. Maybe Rathalos has it in him to solo this. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should not have. No, if he gets stunned, it's not going to work. Yeah. Okay. So now we're done. Doom Tower. Doom Tower, you vex me. I can get past this. I can. It might take me 10 or 12 tries. I might have to regear a little bit. So I'm going to get into that. I think what I need to do right now, first of all, let me look at facts. We got Banner Lords. Ooh, we got a chicken there. I've already pushed Banner Lords a little bit today. We can probably push again. We need the extra. I think we need the extra keys. I don't think we've picked up the extra keys yet. The extra keys are here. So we need to do Tag Team Arena. That'll get us the extra keys. And then we can get back into the faction crypts and push a little bit there. Because that's Banner Lords, which Rathalos is a Banner Lord. So we should be able to push there. And then we can come back in here and we can start making some more perception gear, some resilience gear. And then I need to get the banner on Athel, and I need to get Apothecary fully geared out. Let's actually see what kind of gear we can get on him right now. Let's see if we even have a setup for him. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. And remember, he's level 1. This is going to go up. This is going to go up. Let's go ahead and jump into the tavern and just get him a few levels here. There we go. We want to upgrade his skills. Yes, we do. We got 20 books. Let's book them up. All right. We got the cooldown. We got one cooldown there. I mean, we're probably going to use all the books, but I don't need to use them all right this second because I could save some for like a CVC or something. No, it's gonna. That's all right. Fully booked out. Fully booked out. Apothecary. He is on his way. That's going to be good. That's going to be good. So I think what we'll do with that is we'll get into the campaign. We have to do all the stars on Brutal. We have all of these resources to pick up. There's even a banner right here. That could be a good banner for Athel. You never know. So what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to jump into this and we're going to use, let's say we use Athel and Apothecary and see if that's enough. See if that's fast enough and good enough to keep him alive. Because if not, we're going to have to level him up and then maybe get him the 5-star and then do it. All right, the question is he going to die here? Is he tanky enough to survive to get around to his heal? We might be okay. We might be okay. And as he picks up levels, he's going to get better and harder to kill. All right, so that's a 3-star. And we get points for our 3 stars. Right? I think we get either 1 point or 2 points for every star in Brutal Campaign. So we could potentially pick up a couple of 100 points here today as well. So we're going to get points in dungeons. I haven't even gone to Ice Golem yet. I haven't even gone to Fire Knight. Apothecary is going to be huge for Fire Knight. Holy cow. I didn't even think of that. I forgot. I mean, I did think of that when I was originally planning on Apothecary, but like I didn't think about that today. So once we get Apothecary going, I don't have any multi-hitters. I have like no multi-hitters. So Bayardel, Fellhammer could be a good solution there, but Apothecary is going to help a ton because of that triple hitter A1 and the speed boost. So yeah, so that's going to do me in good stead for Fire Knight. And yeah, we're still getting 3 stars here. So we're going to get a ton of campaign stars today. We're going to get more dungeon levels. I'm going to go back to Dragon. As soon as Apothecary is like level 30, I'll probably take him back into Dragon because I think that he would be enough to unlock the next couple of stages of Dragon. That might allow me to get to stage 16, which would be really nice. And then I got to take him into Clan Boss. Okay. Now this is where all that energy saving is going to help me. We got some more gems. That's awesome. Saving up gems for that fusion. So let's go and grab the energy from the CVC. And let's keep using that. Now, there are going to be rewards that are coming my way as well, because every time you progress along the chain, the star chain for campaign, you pick up stuff. I'm probably going to pick up some chickens. I might pick up some shards. We know that there can be accessories. There can be all sorts of things there. There can be glyphs. So we'll take a look at that progression chain just to see what might be coming our way. And then obviously there is the shard all the way down at the end. So yeah, if you go here, you can just click the info tab. Actually, no, where is it? Oh, you know what? That's faction crypts. It doesn't work here. They should do that in campaign as well. But if you click on that in faction crypts, it actually tells you what all of the rewards are. So I don't know what all of the rewards are here, but we'll see if we can get some rewards today. Let me just check before I go too far about these challenges. Okay, so artifacts, reach 30,000 HP with any champion. That should happen. 20,000 there, 25,000 there. Melga's at 24. So if I 5-star her, I wonder if Apothecary could do that. I wonder if he might be my first 30. I'd have to get him in an HP percentage chest plate probably. But that might work. And the other thing is I have to start getting him masteries. Now I do have the gems. I could just buy his masteries immediately. But I don't know if that's the most efficient use of my resources right now. I may have to. I want to save gems for the fusion. And I think realistically, I'll probably need somewhere in the vicinity of like 2,000 to 3,000 gems for the fusion. And I think we're only maybe a week out. Like, it hasn't been announced yet, but I think it's going to be announced and it's going to happen within like 4 or 5 days. So if we don't get the announcement for a week, then I've got maybe 10 days. But if we get the announcement in the next couple of days, then it might be less than a week. So I don't want to like overuse my gems in advance of that. But if I have 10 days, then get it. Like, if I rushed Apothecary to 6 stars, got him his full masteries, I think that would be incredibly powerful for clan boss, and it would also be powerful for dungeons. So yeah, I'm liking the options right now. Definitely let me know in the comments below what you think I should do. Should I buy his masteries or should I not? I could use a little bit of advice there. I'm sure I'll get both opinions, but you know, it's good to see what most people think. Maybe somebody will think of something that I haven't thought of. Maybe somebody will tell me, hey, don't even do Apothecary. You need to do this instead. So last time I asked for advice, you guys came through. You gave me some good advice. I rebuilt my Rathalos based on your advice. I also focused on a couple of different areas based on your advice. But unfortunately, I was too out of it to really implement a lot of the advice. But now I'm feeling better, feeling good. And this 3-star action here is really nice. Doing this with Apothecary. You know, one of the things that I did think about was if I didn't use the barrel on my Athel, I could have done this with Athel also gaining her levels in campaign. But what would have happened is I would have ended up with like a level 45 Athel. You know, I would have gotten all the way through campaign and then I would have maxed out. And then I would be like stuck at level 45 and just grinding her and not making progress. It would have been more efficient because then I could have used the barrel on somebody else. I could have used the barrel on Apothecary as my next 6-star. And if I'm going to buy his masteries, that might not have been a bad call. But yeah, maybe I should have done that. Maybe that would have been even more efficient. It would have been more efficient. I don't know if it would have been faster. And we were looking for gains today. So like in terms of reaping the reward of, you know, the 6-star, I think getting her to 60 right away. I could have done this in reverse order. I guess I could have done all of this stuff and then even finished out in Minotaur. That might have been the way to go. That might have been even better. Oh, well. Live and learn. That's what we do. So yeah, I could have run all the way through campaign, 3-starred as much as possible with these 2 champions, and then finished off in Minotaur getting Apothecary. No, because then I'm going to buy Apothecaries. Am I going to buy Apothecaries masteries? Who knows? You can see I'm not 100% yet. I feel like if I were 100%, all of those calculations would have already been made. Before I acted, I would have had that plan in mind. So I think, you know, based on where we are right now, the best option is get Apothecary to 40, start farming him up for 50. I think he might be the next 50. It's either Apothecary or Melga. I don't think it's critical to get Mordecai to 50 just yet. We need to start booking Melga as well. So that's something that we're going to be working on. I do have just a couple of epic tomes, I think. Mordecai's not fully booked, so we'll book him out first. If he needs it. It may be that his books aren't necessary. Like if they're just books on his A1 or something, we'll leave them alone. And then we'll just start booking Melga because that'll get a cooldown on her revive, a cooldown on her shield and heal. And those are all very useful cooldown. All right, so we're going to finish off this boss here. Hopefully we can 3-star this guy as well. Apothecary is just so good, right? He's so strong. He's incredibly powerful. I got lucky. I pulled him from a mystery shard. As soon as I did, I was like, ooh. Right? It's nice to have Apothecary early. It's like he's always good, but if you get him in the first month of an account, he's such a beast. The first 2 weeks of an account, because you still have to wait till 30 days to get your high Katoon, and he's basically a high Katoon, right? And he's a cheaper to build high Katoon. So there's that. All right, so we did some campaign. We got some stars here. I do want to see what this banner is. there's an off chance. There's a small chance it might be Sacred Order. So let's go ahead and keep going here. And then we'll see what happens next. It's going to be a long video. It's a long video. We're making gains everywhere. We're crushing it. And then we got to check the score. We got to see how we're improving on the score. You know, I don't know where we're going to stand there. Like I said, I don't really care about the other leaderboards that much. I just care about the team score. Got to contribute to the team. So we're still 3-star, nice and easy. And Apothecary is getting tons of levels. So the nice thing here would be if we could get to... I still have to be able to farm 12-3 Brutal. Because I can't do that with Rathlos. So I'm gonna check Athel next on that. We'll see if she can farm 12-3 Brutal. Let's just go check that right now. I'm just curious. Can she farm 12-3 Brutal? So we couldn't get through here. So let's just put her in. And we'll put her in with some food. We don't want to put her in with Apothecary because that would skew the result. Let's just put her in with some one stars. Let's see if she can do this. My guess is it's going to be whether or not she gets a double bomb. If she pulls a double bomb, she'll probably lose. And if she gets a single bomb, she'll probably win. Maybe she's not fast enough. Maybe I really need that banner. She didn't quite nuke out those side champions there, which might actually work in her favor because she's going to... No, she gets around to her nuke. She can open with her nuke now. But again, she's not killing anybody. So she might need to be a little bit faster and hit a little bit harder. So like an attack banner with some speed on it, or maybe an accuracy banner with some attack percentage substats on it. But okay, so that's stage 2. Let's see if she can do stage 3. I mean, farming stage 12-2 is better than 10-4, right? It definitely is. So if she's 100% on 12-2, I'll move that up there, and then I'll get better XP. So that'll just be, you know, it's not the best for silver yet, but it is better for XP. So that's nice advancement. And I'm even getting stars here because I literally haven't completed these stages yet. So even if I'm getting 1 star, that's still point. So this guy, the Lord Shazar, is always the dangerous one because if he lands bombs on you, if he lands 2 bombs on you, you die. Unless you're very tanky as a campaign farmer. That's a 42-second clear. It's not fast. It's not fast, folks. But it is successful. So that's good news. All right, 350,000 silver. I like it. We got more gems coming our way. We got a lot going on. All right, so we will keep pushing this today because there are a lot of points to be gained. There are an absolute ton of points to be gained here. I could definitely, if I can complete this entire difficulty, we're talking about what, another almost 100 stars. That's a, you know, I think it's 1 point a star. I think it's 1 point a star, but it might be 2 points a star. I should go check the website. Let's see. Campaign brutal is 1 point per star. Okay. We could also start breaking into Nightmare. We could start doing that. I mean, I haven't tried yet. I don't think I've tried at all. Because I can't. I haven't unlocked it. I haven't unlocked it yet. So we have points to get there as well. I don't care that much about brutal, but I do care about the points. And so there might just be some cheap points out there that we can get. And again, you know, the month will end and the points will be counted, and we want to be in a good place for those bonus points there. Try that floor again. I mean, chances are it's not enough. He wasn't enough in Dragon. He's probably not enough here. But he's going to end up being very important, right? Like, he's getting us closer. I don't know exactly if it's like when they get hit with a crit, they get the counterattack, or if they reach a certain HP threshold, they get the counterattack. All right. So I think we can get through this wave. I think we got a chance. Get that HP burn out there, and let's nuke hard. Come on. Hard. Boom. Love it. Love it. Love it. Making gains. All right. Ooh, this looks awful. Let's see. Let's see what happens if we just auto climb. Let's see if Apothecary is enough to just put this team on his back and get him going. Probably not. Don't use the... Okay. It's too late. Yeah, we might have to manual these floors. And that's fine. That's really what we should be doing. Anyway, at this point in the game, we're only, whatever we are, 20 days in. So, 24 days in, 25 days in. I forget already. So yeah, we should be manualing. So we can't auto this yet. We might be able to manual another few floors. So we'll try to manual a few more floors after this video is over. Try to get up to floor 10 so we can get that advanced quest done every day, and that's going to be huge value. Plus, we get some nice little rewards along the way. We get some brews, a glyph. We'll see what we can do there. And then we can maybe get some energy at stage 10. Okay, so for the rest of the day, what are our goals? Push campaign, get Apothecary to 4-star, and then we should be able to get him to 5-star relatively quickly. I'm just thinking about like what kind of chickens we have. All right, so we've got 2 4-star chickens. And then in terms of level 30s that can be turned into food, I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 stars hospitaler. I don't know how to. Muckstalker and Witness can all be turned into chickens. So I can get him to 5-star right away. I need to start grinding up. I do have some 3-star chickens as well, so I can use those up. But yeah, so I think we can maybe get him to 5 stars today, get him into Minotaur. I'm going to have over 1,000 energy to burn today. So get him into Minotaur and start to get him his masteries. Or if I don't want to do it that way, I can buy his masteries and just level him up through campaign and dungeons. Now, without having him at 6 stars, buying the masteries doesn't make full sense. I'll debate that. I'll figure that out. But I think we're going to get him to 5 stars today. We're going to get back into Clan Boss, and we're going to 2-key this. We're going to 2-key this hard. I believe with Apothecary, we can get the 6.6 million we're going to need, right? Because we got 5 million already, and I don't even think that was probably our best key. But we got the 5 million here, so we're going to get the 2-key on hard. That'll be the goal for today. We'll push the campaign all the way through, complete brutal today. That's huge. We're going to push Fire Knight. We haven't even gotten there. We're going to push Ice Golem. We haven't even gotten there. I don't know if we have to push any of the other dungeons. We'll get the keeps going. We'll keep pushing on these. I think we can push on these further. That's going to get us more points. We're going to pick up a ton of points. We're going to pick up a ton of points today. We're going to get so many gains just from Athel and Apothecary. So many gains are coming our way. By the time we roll around for the end of the month, we're going to be in a completely different position. So now I'm kind of curious to see where we landed just in terms of the last, let's see, we've been playing for about an hour and 20 minutes. Let's just see what we've done in the last hour and 20 minutes. We're going to go back here to HH's website. Wait for it to load. Oh, there's a little bit of a weird thing here with the leaderboards. If you like refresh, if you just refresh the page, it doesn't help. You have to like undo the leaderboards and redo them. All right, 1,158 points. We started at 1092. So we've picked up 66 points. And I think we're going to double that. At least we're going to double that today. I think we're going to end up, maybe, we might even clear 1,300 points. Just campaign alone is going to pick us up 100 points. So that's going to get us to 1,258, right? And then with the dungeon advancement, the potion keep advancement, the clan boss advancement, I think we could end up at 1,300 points today. So I think we're talking about a 200 point gain today. And then tomorrow we're going to get more. Because once we start getting up Doom Tower, we're going to get points. You know, we're going to get resources. We're going to get more points there. We're going to get more energy every day. We're on our way. We are on our way. Okay, I feel good. I'm glad we were able to do this. I hope that you enjoyed this, seeing what this account was doing. I don't normally do videos like this. Most of my videos are guides and this kind of stuff. But this was just something that I feel like I've had to make up for lost time because I really haven't done very many HH challenge account videos. So this is where we stand. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Let me know if you have any suggestions for things I can do to improve. Let me know if I made any mistakes in the video and you don't want to see me pay the price of my COVID brain. So definitely help me out if you can. And also go check out these other content creators. We've got YST, obviously, who's our captain. He's fantastic. But there's Nothorious, J Warrior RSL, Nacho Plays 50, and Pete TT. And they're all great guys. They're all in a chat together with us right now. They're really active, and it's just been a positive experience. Unfortunately, I haven't been as active in the chat the last few days as I wanted to be, but I'm going to go say hello to those guys right now. So yeah, definitely go check them out. In fact, I'll see if I can put the links to their channels in the description of this video. All right, that is it for me today. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join our Discord community, come watch our live stream on Sunday, and I will see you in another video very soon. Thanks.